So first thing is I noticed you did a side. You want a diagonal dodge here because side dodges don't really do much. Like you'd benefit more from a diagonal dodge than a side dodge. It carries you further. I'm gonna watch this kickoff again. But in this time, we're gonna go in slow motion. Damn, I'm dumb, didn't realize. No problem. Okay, so... Alright, so if we look at this kickoff... So... You're getting you're getting to this ball way before him. Which, theoretically, it shouldn't really change much. But you're also very off-center. And because he's, like, on the opposite side of you, that means that you have a lower chance of winning this kickoff. Because, essentially, if you were, like, center, then you would be winning this kickoff by a lot. Because it would go that way. It would go over here. And that's what you want in one's game. Because if you can get good offense right off of the kickoff and pressure them a lot, it'll get easy goals. So, basically, what you're doing by being this far over is making it a 50-50 when it should be like a 70-30. And so what ends up happening is you actually like sort of lose the kickoff, but you do have a really good recovery. And so like the thing about that is your flip, center of the ball, not the field. Yes, so you want the center of the field. Like center of the, like on this like boost line is where you want to be hitting the ball, because that's where you can get your car in front of like a majority of your net. So like your main goal on the kickoff is to guard as much of your net as possible. And to do that, you need to hit this square on. It's just a thing that you have to learn. But I will say that that was a good flip, because you want to flip like through the ball. So like if you want to be front flipping, you don't want to be side flipping. You need to be like flipping towards where you're hitting the ball from. So since you were hitting in your front and to the right, you did a right diagonal dodge, which was the right thing to do. And then you got a good recovery, and then got this boost. So we're gonna speed it back up. Pause. I said pause. Sometimes this spectator thing I can't deal with. Okay, so right here. So right here you went for the ball. Oh, he got the full boost. Okay, so he has boost. You totally could have went for a bump here. So by bumping this guy, you sort of solidify your ball control. Because by going for this ball, you're essentially like, you're contested right now. So like he's close enough to the ball to 50 you. And if he gets a good enough 50, like from your angle of attack, he will put it in your net. Pretty much. Like, because look at how much of the ball he's covering versus how much of the ball you're covering. So like if he were to like diagonal dodge right here and you front dodge, it'll probably go like towards your net or like around that area. So I probably would have went for a bump here. Just because you want to have like as much bulk like space as you can possibly get. And if you have to make it, then fine. But you get the touch first, and then he bumps you, which forces you to have to do this weird cut. And then he's still like hard. He's like being really aggressive right now. Good patience. So right here, I would have slowed down more. Like I would have slowed down faster. And I would have like waited longer, because you already see that he's like being super aggressive. And he's likely to not stop being super aggressive. So after this touch, I would have just hit the brakes. Because like when he touches this ball, look how much room you have to work with. So like if you were a little further back, you could be getting a power shot on that ball and it just goes straight into the net. So like if you would have hit it right off that bounce, right there, it was a power shot that was going in the net. But if you were to have stayed back a little more, you would have got it on the second bounce, which he may have contested you. But either way, getting like a powerful hit on the ball, even if it's a 50, is better than doing that. Because when you do this, you're essentially just giving him the ball back. Because now you're in the air and he's on the ground, and the ball is going straight towards him. That was a good boost steal. So, when you play against aggressive people like this, you want to steal as much boost as you can, and then just play super patient, and then try to make them waste their boost so you boost starve them and score. You thought he was shooting it hard there. I think that this was really awkward for him, because I also struggle off the wall like that. Like, he's not going to touch that because he's too slow. And then he's forced to do the second bounce, but that fake challenge, like, because you thought he was going to do something. Like, you wanted to go because it wasn't in his possession, really, but then you decided not to, and you actually faked him right here. So he thought you were going, which ended up messing him up more. So he got that flick over you. You should have let him, like, start dribbling. So if you weren't gonna go, like, when he doesn't have control of the ball, you shouldn't, like, wait until he does have control of the ball to actually, like, challenge it. Because essentially what you've done, you should have, you should have faked it. You should have either, like, just went the second he missed this, so, like, right there is when you should be going, or you should be faking right here instead of actually challenging. Because at this point, like, you basically went to the ball right as, like, the perfect opportunity arose for him to flick it. And so he gets it over you. Luckily, you challenged him early enough to where he shouldn't be able to score because he was too far, and he didn't. But he should have definitely scored on you there. So right here, you need to be boost pathing better. So you go for that full boost. Use, like... Okay, so instead of taking this path that you did, when you land here, I would have gone for this 12, then this 12, and then this 12, because he's gonna beat you to this ball, and, like, the only thing you could do about it is maybe demo him, but I don't think, yeah, you don't take the, like, you can't catch up with him. So instead of trying to beat him to a ball that you're not gonna beat him to, you should be getting these boost pads and being, like, here, because he's gonna try and take it towards you because he wants to score, right? So, like, we already know that this is a pretty aggressive player, meaning that he's probably just going to take every chance he can to take the ball towards your net. So instead of trying to chase this ball down, I would have played it more passive by taking these. Once again, I would have left the full boost, and then depending on what he's doing, you either challenge or fake challenge, or you just wait, because some people actually just take it up the wall and go for some stupid ceiling shot. So what ends up happening is now you're stuck in the situation where you've burned all your boost. Okay. One thing I'm going to point out, you're using boost here when you're already supersonic. Like, you can see the dash, like the dash lines on your screen, meaning that you're going fast. So from this point on, are you not supersonic? No, you definitely are. Yeah, so you're definitely supersonic here. So you don't need to be boosting, because you're basically just wasting your boost. So boosting while you're supersonic doesn't make you go any faster, meaning that you're just throwing the boost away. And then here you could have gone up the wall. You could have just went up the wall, just hit the ball, like, and tried to put it in as awkward of a position as possible for him, and then taken that back right boost. So, like, you just go up the wall, you either get, like, a decent hit, or actually what you could have done is you could have hit it towards your own corner, and then took this boost, and then try to get a banger clear, instead of just leaving it like you did, because both of you have left this ball. So essentially, the person with the most boost is going to get to this ball now, because both of you just done a completely 180, and he has 100 boost, because he just picked up that full pad. Meaning, theoretically, you're going to lose this, because even if you get there, you're going to waste all your boost, which you did. Now you have no boost. And he even beats you to the ball a little bit, and then this 50 doesn't go the way you want. So you're, oh my. So look at this. So you're supersonic. Look at, you used 50 boost here. You used so much boost. Okay, I'm gonna show you something after this replay analysis. Remind me that I'm going to show you something about speed in this game, at the end of the replay, remind me that. Because I want to show you something, and I've shown it to a couple people now. And, like, when I heard it for the first time, it completely blew my mind. But it, like, it's all about, like, boost conservation and shit. You didn't have... Okay, so right here. Don't go for this. Once again, you're low on boost, you're low on speed. He's going to beat you to this ball because you're revert. You have to stop, then keep going. So all boosting does is just waste all your boost. So you got a goal here essentially because you played this too aggressively. So he just hit it straight over you. Like, you keep trying to get these challenges that would work if you had speed and boost, but you don't have either. Because, like, you had to make a full stop and then go the other direction. And you're just not going to get there in time. So then he gets a goal here. That was... Okay, so this was a decent touch. This was a decent challenge. Because once he takes it up the wall, he pretty much loses all of his options. Because, like, while he's on the ground, he could still take it on the wall. He could go for a flick. He could go for a double tap. But now he can pretty much only do a doomsy, which isn't going to work if you block him. So that was a good challenge, but your recovery could have been a lot better here. So instead of going for this touch again, so right here, you need to land with your wheels on the ceiling, then you need to double jump downwards. And then you actually may have caught that bounce on the ball. And then you, like, waste your boost. You waste your boost going for this touch that didn't matter. So, like, you see how you boost forward here, but you don't even touch the ball? You could be using that boost to propel you downwards and then get to the ground faster. Because you have more control over your car on the ground than in the air. Because if you're in the air, you have to have boost, and then you have to have enough boost to, like, change your directions. But on the ground, you can literally just half flip. And then here, you should have just taken the 50. After that fell off of your car, you stop dribbling, and you go for the 50. Because you should know how aggressive he is, and that he's going to go for this. You need to counter aggressiveness by playing pretty passive, and then trying to outsmart them. Like, it's essentially trying to fight brawn with brains. Like I said, you want to be wasting boost, like wasting his boost by making him go for shots, because that's what he likes to do. And then just strike whenever he's, like, he has nothing that he can do about it. So ideally, he should definitely score that. I would have gone for that boost. I don't know if it was really necessary, though. A big monkey there, but it was also smart because you saw him be slow. I would have taken the boost there. Because now you're... Yeah, look. So here I would have taken this mid boost. Did you go for a bump here? Is that what was happening? I'm a little confused. I'm not sure what you were trying to do with that dodge. Because, like, you kind of just put yourself in a shit spot. Because, ideally, like, even this spot that you're in now, if you had boost, isn't the best spot you could be in. Like, you want to be on the other side of the ball, because then you can hit it to your left corner, which is not where he is. Because even if you had boost, you'd be forced to pretty much hit it into him, which is not what you want. I wanted to bump, but I was in a bad spot. Yeah, I would have... After the dodge. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I would have gone for that boost. Because you have 0. Like, you didn't go for any pads or anything. So yeah, he gets a goal. Good speed there. I get all the pads in 2s and 3s and not 1s. It's because you have more pressure on you in 1s. Because in 2s and 3s, you can take your time getting to any boost pad as long as you're not in the play. But in 1s, you have to always be in the play, which makes you have to get the boost pads fast, which a lot of people aren't good at. So here I would have caught this ball instead of popping it up. I think that's what you wanted to do, but you just didn't do it. So now that you have this breakaway, yeah, perfect. You get the goal. Yeah, this was pretty much played perfectly, except I would have taken the catch here and then flicked it because he's a memer. He's an ape, pretty much. He's a big monkey. But yeah, you still get the goal, so once again, you're still side flipping on your kickoffs. I respect the attempt. That's all I'm gonna say. I respect the double tap attempt. I would have done the same thing. Oof, yeah. No, I would have done the same thing. That was interesting. That was an interesting decision. So, there's not really much else you could have done there. Yeah, that was probably the right thing to do. That was a good flick, too. That dodge was unnecessary. You could have waited this out a lot more. You should have stayed on the wall and started driving, like, towards your backboard instead of jumping. Because it's easier to change your vertical positioning on a wall than it is in the air. Like I said, your wheels are kind of like everything, so you want to avoid going in the air unless you have to. How did he miss that? This is me thinking to myself, I wonder what will happen if I do this. So you get a goal here somehow. Oh, that was a good demo. Yeah, it's pretty much open net at that point. Oh, buddy. Okay, hold on. So... I don't even know what to say about that. So you're using way too much boost. Your second jump was very delayed. Like, that was the slowest fast aerial. You put a replay in Discord? Okay, no problemo. But this was the slowest fast aerial I've ever seen in my life. Like, you would have been better off just saving your second jump for a dodge. Like, doing the second jump that late is not going to do anything for you. Why do you need to jump immediately? If we watch this at a slower speed, like, it helped you a little bit, but you would have... Yeah, you were jumping. Yeah, so basically you were wasting this boost by saving that jump, you basically let the boost give you more vertical moment or horizontal momentum, which then your second jump was trying to cancel out because it was trying to take you up. And so that's why you jump early, is because if you get a fast up and then like you curve it out like this, it's easier than having to go like this and then go woo, right? So since you're just holding down boost here, there's your first jump, but you're already moving so fast. Like, here, we can watch this from player view, because I honestly think that just gives the best example. Like, you let the boost... Like, it just feels floaty. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at this aerial... it just feels like you're floating. It doesn't feel like you're flying. It just looks weird. But he gets a goal out of it too. But like you wasted a lot of boost. Like you used so much boost. Like it was so unnecessary because the thing is you were using so much boost to get up there, but if you would have double jumped faster, you legitimately would have been at the height that you needed. Like if you double jumped right here, you would have beat him to the ball. You would have been pretty much on the same like height level as the ball. Like in like a tenth of the time. And then you literally just had to boost forward and then maybe get like an air roll shot or something. But instead you did this. Like notice how you didn't hit supersonic at all. And then we go to this other guy. I want to see if he was supersonic because I have a feeling... Oh, he had no boost. Never mind. He was not going supersonic at all. But like with 100 boost and you go for an aerial, you should be expecting to hit supersonic at least once, and you didn't. So pretty much what he just did to you is what I've been telling you to do to him this whole game. He basically got you to burn all your boost by making you go for that aerial. And then the consequence of that was you got scored on. Pretty much because of the bounce. That's not who I want to be watching. Oh, you get a demo, okay. So here, it wasn't the best 50, but you got a demo. I would have held down the reverse button here and half flipped instead of going forward because it would have saved all that momentum. That's something for another time, I guess. So at this point you have 0 boost. So once again, you need to be picking up these pads more. Like even if you have to go like out of your way. Like that one, the one to your right would have been good. Don't think about, I'm not great at half flipping. That's, yeah, you just gotta practice that. And you didn't even pick up that boost, bro. Okay. So here, instead of dodging right here, I would have just kept driving, or I would have put myself at an angle right where the dodge would carry me into this boost and then this boost. Then I would have grabbed this boost, and then you have 36 boost, which is enough. It's enough for a corner play. And if it doesn't work out, you retreat to the middle and grab that full. But now you have 8 boost. And you've managed to get it past him, but like, now what? Now you have no boost. He like knows you have no boost. He could have just boost starved you right there, but chose not to. Like if that guy would have taken that mid boost, you were getting scored on. Like, there's no way you weren't. That challenge was fine. So the good thing about this, like you noticed that he was far up and so you tried to pick up the speed a lot and get it past him, which you did. The problem is you didn't get enough speed and you didn't recover fast enough to get it past him, but it was a good thought. I would not have banged that so hard. Or I would have banged it hard, just not at the ground. You see how you kind of jumped and then hit it at the ground? You could have controlled it, or you could have went for the double tap. I would have went for the double tap because I'm that kind of guy. So I would have hit it. I would not have jumped, and I would have just hit the ball. And then I would have jumped up for that double tap because I am a whore for nice plays. You got to score that. You need, so right here, if you would have dodged, you would have scored it. But because you jumped or didn't dodge, it just, you didn't score it. But you needed to score that. You need to be taking every opportunity. So right here, not a good turnaround. So not only are you turning around while he's challenging the ball, sorry about him falling on me. I mean, if you're down with a minute left, you just kind of have to go for it, you know? What is the speed secret? I'll show you after the replay. But you turned the wrong direction here. You should, yeah. You look like Rizzo going for some like weird ass dribble play. So I don't think he has boost here. I think he's pretty low. How? Wait a minute. Did you not just... Oh, you just used all of your boost on that challenge. Yeah, you needed to power slide more here. And you needed to boost less. Because essentially, what happened here is you just wasted all your boost doing a 360. And all that really did was just waste your boost. Like, you could have feathered it. Like, feathering it would have been fine, but you're just holding it down. Like, you're holding down that boost button like it's your freaking dying sibling or something. Or like your dog just got shot and you're holding it close to your chest. Does he not score on you here? He's got to score. Recovery, no hesitation. That too. Oh. This was good speed. I don't know why he went that far to the corner, but good job taking advantage of it. Alright, so this is the kickoff. No, because it's almost over. Well, I need to review your kickoff because I got interrupted by flamethrower. Once again, did I threaten the bump to push him into the corner? Flame, there's no reason. There's like 20 seconds left, dude. I think he just wanted the boost. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I think you definitely pushed him further into the corner. I just don't know what he was thinking still. Because even if he gets bumped, like, no matter what he did here, he was fucked. Unless he just went for the ball, which is what he should have done. So right here, he should have challenged right there. Want a guest star? It's almost over. So right here, he should have challenged you. I think he may... Like, the second you start turning, he needs to be turning. Because the second you turn away from him, he should be thinking, ah, shit. He's not going for me. Because it's pretty obvious at that point. So he had no reason to really stay there. I think it's just a reaction time thing. So, back to the replay. This kickoff is for all the marbles. Yikes. I don't know how you won that. I'm really not gonna lie. You just really like your side flips, bro. I don't know what to say. At this point in the game, you should know he's gonna challenge you there. He's such a monkey that you need to be flicking it like a second before that. So at that point, I would have not taken the dribble, knowing that he would turn. Because he's just been such an ape that there's just no way he wouldn't be tempted or not tempted enough to go for that. I don't know how he didn't score that, because he really should have read that off the wall, but he didn't. Hey Rabbit, I have a question for you. Are you still working on that emote you were gonna make me? It's no problem. I just want to know, like, if that's still in your plans. I don't. Hold on. Why? I would like to know why you're looking at the ground, or are you looking at him? You're looking at him. He was on the screen the whole time. So this is fine. You're going for the 50 because you don't have boost, which is perfectly good. Good fake. So this whole thing, perfect. So you take it around him, and then you fake it, and then you get the goal. That was good.